Top 25 HR Manager Interview Questions and Answers. Welcome to today's video. If you're preparing for an HR Manager interview, this video is your ultimate guide. HR interviews go beyond general questions, they test your leadership, communication, and decision-making skills. In this video, we'll walk through 25 of the most common HR Manager interview questions, each followed by a strong, clear, and impressive answer that helps you stand out from other candidates. So grab a notebook, stay focused, and let's get you fully prepared for success. 1. Tell me about yourself. This is often the first question in any interview, designed to break the ice and understand your professional journey. Start with a brief background, highlight your HR experience, and connect it to the company's goals. I'm a human resources professional with over 8 years of experience in recruitment, performance management, and employee relations. I've led HR teams in both corporate and startup environments, helping organizations improve retention and engagement. My passion lies in creating inclusive workplace cultures that empower people to perform at their best. I'm now seeking a leadership opportunity where I can align HR strategy with business goals, drive employee satisfaction, and contribute to sustainable growth. 2. Why did you choose a career in human resources? This question helps interviewers gauge your motivation. I chose HR because I believe people are a company's greatest asset. Early in my career, I saw how effective HR strategies could transform workplace morale and productivity. HR allows me to balance business objectives with human needs, ensuring both thrive together. Over the years, I've developed a deep passion for employee engagement, leadership development, and creating systems that help individuals grow while supporting organizational success. 3. What are the key responsibilities of an HR manager? Show your knowledge of the role's full scope. The HR manager oversees recruitment, onboarding, training, performance evaluation, compensation, employee relations, and compliance with labor laws. They act as a bridge between management and employees, ensuring communication flows smoothly. An effective HR manager not only handles policies and procedures but also shapes company culture. I also believe data-driven decision-making, through analytics and HR metrics, is essential to monitor retention, performance, and workforce satisfaction. 4. How do you handle conflict between employees? Demonstrate fairness and diplomacy. When conflicts arise, I first gather the facts objectively by speaking to each party individually. I listen without judgment, identify the root cause, and bring both sides together to discuss solutions. My goal is to create a safe space for open communication. Once a resolution is reached, I document it and follow up later to ensure lasting improvement. I focus on fairness, empathy, and maintaining respect, because unresolved conflicts can hurt team morale and productivity. 5. How do you ensure employee engagement? Engagement is crucial for retention. I believe engagement begins with recognition and communication. I organize regular feedback sessions, surveys, and town halls to understand what employees value most. I also encourage managers to celebrate small wins and provide career growth opportunities. Implementing mentorship programs, training workshops, and work-life balance initiatives also boosts engagement. When employees feel heard, supported, and valued, they naturally stay motivated and contribute to organizational success. 6. Describe your experience with recruitment and selection. Show strategic thinking. I've managed end-to-end recruitment for multiple departments, from entry-level to executive roles. My approach combines technology and personal assessment. I use applicant tracking systems, structured interviews, and competency-based tests to ensure the best fit. I also believe in creating a strong employer brand to attract top talent. For me, recruitment isn't just about filling roles, it's about hiring people who align with the company's mission, culture, and long-term goals. 7. How do you handle confidential information? Confidentiality defines trust in HR. Example answer: I handle sensitive data with the highest discretion. All employee information, from payroll to disciplinary records, is stored securely and accessed only by authorized personnel. I follow company policies and data protection regulations strictly. In conversations, I ensure confidentiality by discussing private matters only in secure settings. HR must be a trusted partner, and maintaining that trust is one of my top priorities. 8. How do you measure HR effectiveness? Show your results-oriented. I use key HR metrics such as turnover rate, time to hire, employee satisfaction scores, and training ROI to evaluate effectiveness. Regular audits and feedback loops help identify improvement areas. For example, I implemented a new onboarding program that reduced early attrition by 20%. Measuring outcomes ensures HR strategies stay aligned with business objectives and demonstrate clear value to leadership. 9. What is your approach to performance management? Demonstrate fairness and motivation. My approach blends clear goal setting, regular feedback, and coaching. I encourage managers to conduct quarterly check-ins instead of annual reviews, which helps employees stay on track. Performance discussions should be developmental, not punitive. When underperformance occurs, I work with employees to create action plans with measurable goals. Recognizing high performers through rewards or advancement opportunities also keeps motivation high. 10. How do you stay updated on employment laws and regulations? Show professionalism and compliance. I stay informed through professional HR associations, newsletters, webinars, and continuous education. I also consult labor law databases and attend HR conferences to keep current with evolving policies. Compliance is critical. Even small violations can have legal consequences. By staying proactive, I ensure all HR practices are legally sound and ethically managed. 11. Describe a time you implemented a successful HR policy. At my previous company, turnover among new hires was high. I introduced a structured onboarding program combining mentorship, cultural orientation, and 30-day feedback check-ins. Within 6 months, new hire retention improved by 25%, and satisfaction scores rose significantly. This experience reinforced my belief that employee integration is as important as recruitment. 12. How would you handle a layoff or downsizing situation? Show empathy and professionalism. Example answer. In such situations, empathy and clarity are key. I ensure communication is transparent and handled privately, explaining the business rationale clearly. I also provide support such as career counseling, references, and transition assistance. For remaining employees, I address morale issues through reassurance and open communication. Managing layoffs with dignity preserves the organization's reputation and trust. 13. How do you promote diversity and inclusion in the workplace? Focus on action, not theory. I promote D&I by creating policies that ensure fair hiring, equal pay, and unbiased evaluations. I also organize diversity training, inclusive leadership workshops, and employee resource groups. Representation matters, so I work closely with managers to reduce unconscious bias in recruitment. Diversity strengthens creativity and innovation, and as an HR leader, I believe it must be embedded into company culture, not treated as an afterthought. 14. How do you manage employee retention? Show practical strategies. I focus on listening, growth, and recognition. Regular surveys help identify pain points before they lead to resignations. I also design career pathing programs, training opportunities, and mentorship systems that help employees envision a long-term future with the company. Competitive benefits and flexible work policies further boost retention. Retention is about relationships, and HR must nurture them continuously. 15. Describe your leadership style. Be self-aware and balanced. My leadership style is participative and coaching-based. I believe in empowering my team through trust and accountability. I encourage open feedback and give team members the autonomy to make decisions. When mistakes occur, I treat them as learning opportunities. This approach fosters creativity, loyalty, and ownership, qualities every HR team needs to thrive. 16. How do you handle a difficult employee? Prove emotional intelligence. I address difficult behavior early and privately. I start by listening to understand the root cause. Sometimes it's personal stress or unclear expectations. I provide constructive feedback and document the conversation. If issues persist, I follow a structured disciplinary process while maintaining respect. The goal is not punishment but improvement and alignment with company values. 17. What HR software have you used? Highlight digital expertise. I'm experienced with HRIS systems like SAP SuccessFactors, Workday, and Bamboo R. I've also used tools like LinkedIn Recruiter, Indeed Hiring Platform, and payroll systems such as a DPI value technology for automating tasks like attendance tracking, performance reviews, and reporting. Digital HR solutions save time, reduce errors, and allow me to focus more on strategic initiatives. 18. How do you manage employee training and development? Show structure and outcomes. Example answer. I start by assessing skills gaps through performance reviews and surveys. Then I design targeted training, whether leadership programs, technical workshops, or soft skills sessions. I evaluate effectiveness by tracking performance improvements and post-training feedback. I also encourage cross-departmental learning and job rotations to build versatile teams. Learning and growth are essential to both employee satisfaction and company success. 19. How do you build a positive workplace culture? Culture defines retention and performance. Example answer. I believe culture starts with leadership transparency, mutual respect, and shared values. I organize employee appreciation events, wellness programs, and open door sessions to maintain trust. Communication and consistency are key. Employees must see the company living its values daily. When culture aligns with purpose, it becomes the strongest retention tool a company can have. 20. How would you deal with poor performance in a team member? Show coaching ability. I approach poor performance with curiosity, not criticism. First, I discuss the issue privately, sharing examples and listening to their perspective. Together, we set a performance improvement plan with clear, measurable goals. I provide coaching and follow-ups to track progress. If there's no improvement after multiple interventions, I proceed with formal HR steps, but always treat the individual with respect. 21. How do you manage stress in the workplace? HR managers must model calmness. I manage stress through organization, delegation, and communication. Personally, I prioritize tasks and use time management tools to stay on top of workloads. For teams, I promote work-life balance, flexible schedules, and wellness initiatives. Stress often results from lack of clarity, so I ensure roles, responsibilities, and goals are always clear. A healthy workforce performs better and stays longer. 22. What is your approach to employee feedback? Show openness and structure. I see feedback as a two-way process. I encourage regular one-on-one sessions where employees can share their thoughts. Constructive feedback is best when specific, timely, and focused on behaviors rather than personalities. I also implement anonymous surveys to ensure everyone's voice is heard. Honest feedback drives growth, trust, and transparency across the organization. 23. How do you align HR strategy with business goals? Demonstrate strategic vision. I start by understanding the company's vision and growth objectives. Then I align HR functions, from recruitment to training, to support those goals. For example, if expansion is planned, I build a workforce planning strategy to ensure the right talent is available. I track progress through KPIs that tie HR outcomes directly to business results. Strategic alignment ensures HR adds measurable value to the bottom line. 24. How do you manage remote or hybrid teams? Modern workplaces demand adaptability. For remote teams, communication and inclusion are top priorities. I use collaboration tools like Slack, Zoom, and Trello to maintain connection. Regular check-ins and virtual team building activities help maintain morale. I also ensure policies for remote work are clear, covering expectations, availability, and performance standards. Building trust and flexibility keeps remote teams productive and engaged. 25. Why should we hire you as our HR manager? End with confidence and impact. You should hire me because I bring a balance of strategic HR leadership and genuine passion for people. I've successfully managed recruitment drives, implemented retention programs, and improved engagement scores across departments. My focus is always on aligning people strategy with business success. I'm confident that my experience, empathy, and results-driven mindset can help your company create a thriving and motivated workforce. And there you have it, the top 25 HR manager interview questions and answers designed to help you stand out. Remember, interviews are not just about giving the right answers, they're about showing confidence, empathy, and leadership. Practice these answers, adapt them to your experience, and walk into your next interview ready to impress. If this video helped you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more professional interview tips. Good luck with your HR journey.